Alright, I'm not totally sure if I'm gonna put this into one video yet. I guess I'll find out. I guess I'll figure that out in a bit. Yeah, I decided to watch another episode of Supernatural tonight. Last episode didn't take as long to film as the others so far, so I figured, why not? I have the energy. I didn't get much work done during today. Today was a weird day for me. I did switch hoodies though. I'm committed to this bit for as long as I can keep it going. What hoodie am I wearing for this episode? Well, it is this aviation hoodie that I got when I was visiting my brother because my brother's a pilot. Why am I wearing it for this episode? Because I probably should have worn it for the last episode. I also changed my earrings. I felt that the knives could have worked again, but I'd changed them to daggers. Because why not? I thought about changing them to ghosts, but I feel like I should do that for another episode. So, with that out of the way, let's get into this episode. This episode is Bloody Mary. That is the only time I'm gonna say it in this entire video, because if you guys can't see over there, that's a mirror. That's a mirror. My closet door is mirrors. So, I get real paranoid watching this episode anywhere with mirrors. So, as always, trying to err on the side of caution with watching these episodes. Let's get into it.
It's the only thing I can think about.
Sam, you know we're gonna find Dad, right?
Oh, I just remembered what happens in this episode, actually. One of the plot points that get moves forward in this. I'm excited.
Bloody Mary.
I don't know why you wouldn't turn the lights on. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. The gore in this one is... Right.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, this one scares the shit out of me from what I remember. Like, it did. I don't know if it will now, but it scared me as a kid, and the gore in it... Ugh. Anything with eyes makes me particularly, like, especially uncomfortable. Okay. How about I don't die from a coughing fit in the middle of this?
Look, man, this paper's like half our grade, so if you don't mind helping us
Oh,
out.
look, man. No.
Don't hit him in his face.
Oh, there we go. They're kind of back to their usual shenanigans.
Follow me?
Yeah. The pipeline of being a Gravity Falls fan to being a Supernatural fan, yeah, definitely exists, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of Gravity Falls fans eventually found their way to Supernatural. Do I know how to drink? Jesus Christ. Am I good? That's wow. I've come closer to dying filming this than I have any other episode, including episode 2.
Bloody Mary. Jill. Jill! You're such a freak. I'll call you tomorrow.
Hate that. Ugh. Oh, no, I hate that. No. That just sucks. No, that's just stupid. I hate that. This reminds me. It's not... I thought this was actually funny, which is what makes it different. Because if this person is actually, like, scared and stressed out, maybe don't push. That sucks. But when I got super into horror movies when I was in 7th grade, and I watched The Ring, and I had one friend who I told about, like, all the horror movies that I watched. So I told her about how I watched The Ring. And she figured out how to, like, call me anonymously and whispered, 7 days. Like, right the same that day I watched it. And I was like, okay. She did it twice, I think. Yeah, I think she did it after I watched The Ring, and then after I watched Rings. And I got, like, through the full week after I watched The Ring, obviously, because it was her. And then I found out it was her after she called me the second time. So I thought that was actually funny. Because it was like, obviously this is probably someone I know, because I'm not dead, but no, it's just don't do that. That's just a jerk move. Oh, I forgot, yeah. Wait. Yep. Fallout Boy. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You killed that boy.
Yep. Bleeding from their eyes. Ugh.
Why'd you let me fall asleep?
Because I'm an awesome brother. So what'd you dream about?
I feel like we're 5 episodes in, and I feel like this is the one that develops Sam the most out of these first 5. Like, we get some good development for Sam in the first one, and in the second, and then 3 and 4 are mainly Dean, I feel like, and then this one is like a Sam one.
Do I look like Paris Hilton?
Oh my god, he's an idiot.
And we know the night of March 29th, someone broke into her apartment and murdered her. Cut out her eyes with a knife.
Ugh.
See? Nothing happened. Why would you do that? Oh my god. There really is something wrong with you.
I can kind of give her a pass because she's grieving, but also, dude.
Well, how do you know that's gonna work?
I don't. I'm not for sure.
Well, who's gonna summon her?
I will.
Right.
You know what? That's it.
I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I literally knew this was gonna happen because I know what this results in.
It's gonna kill you. Now listen to me. It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't.
If you want to blame...
What are you talking about?
Well, it wouldn't really be a secret if I told you what it.
I'm surprised Dean doesn't have any secrets from Sam at this point when they've been apart for like 4 years.
Crap.
Cops are there. Crap! Yeah.
I'm the boss's kid.
You're Mr. Yamashiro's kid?
That had no right to be as funny as it was. I'm the boss's kid. You're Mr. Ramashiro's kid? Honestly, the pipeline of being a Percy Jackson kid to being a Supernatural kid also makes sense. The overlap with those fandoms too, even though, like, again, like, the overlap with Gravity Falls and Supernatural and Percy Jackson and Supernatural fans, like, makes sense. Because this is basically, like, similar concepts, similar characters, but for an older target audience. Because, like, just thinking of all of these scenes where they're doing things and because of supernatural creatures and they get in trouble with the law and they're like fugitives from the law. And it's like, yeah, like Percy. Like, there are parts where it's like, oh yeah, that's like Grunkle Stan and Gravity Falls, and there are parts where it's like Percy and Percy Jackson, or like just most of the demigods in Percy Jackson, because all of them are on the run from the law at some point. Always because some supernatural BS is happening to them. Ugh. God, I hate this scene.
It's your fault. You killed her.
I'm deeply uncomfortable.
Like I said, I was adopted. You know, I really don't have time for this right now.
Those nightmares you've been having of Jessica dying, screaming, burning, you had them for days before she died.
There's that reveal. There's the reveal. Ugh. Watching this with my mom was really fun. I don't remember having a big reaction to it, but that's the issue with the fact that I watch a lot of shows, like, passively and as background, is that I don't process things the first watch through a lot. This was a good reveal.
You were so desperate to be normal, to believe they were just dreams. How could you ignore them like that? How could you leave her alone to die?
Sam, you didn't know.
But then what happened?
Also, I'm pretty sure, your whole life you've had, like, I feel like it makes complete sense that his whole life, he's been around the supernatural. He's probably had a lot of nightmares. I feel like he probably had nightmares about Jess dying from supernatural things before this too. That didn't happen. It's just... Oh, Sam. Sam, you're killing me. I forgot about this. Okay. Why is she crawling like the Ring? Yeah, this is like the Ring vibes. Had that movie come out yet? Honestly, I'm starting to really understand what people mean when they say that their favorite part of Supernatural is the first, like, 3 or 4 seasons. Because, yeah, it's just so much more went into the, like, some of the CGI is a bit weird, but, like, the editing, just so much more it goes into and really makes these scenes tense and terrifying. And later on, I feel like it, like, with the Monster of the Week formula, they really make you think that they're gonna die. They really make these creatures so terrifying. It's just, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm starting to really get it. Yeah. I see why people, like, I already loved the first 3 seasons. They're great. The first, again, Supernatural is a great show. I love Supernatural. But yeah, the editing, the cinematography in the first 3 seasons is actually, like, even in just these first few episodes, it's just, I don't know the proper terminology to really talk about what I'm talking about, do I? But yeah, you guys are kind of getting what I'm saying. Just the same thing they did with Cass, just to make it so clear that these are, like, not human, supernatural threats. It's just, yeah, because, like, I'll be honest, this one episode is not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite of the ones I've rewatched so far. But I still really like it. It's just, I don't like bleeding from the eyes things. Like, there's mirrors over there, so, like, overall it just freaks me out a lot. Because I don't like to tempt fate. But it, like, genuinely is a very well done episode. It's just not one I would probably rewatch a lot. And then on top of that, also the development and the reveal for Sam and the plot that we're working with is very well done. Again, not an episode I would really rewatch a lot compared to the other ones. The other ones I would probably watch more. But this is still a good episode, even though it's probably the least favorite of all the ones I've watched. I feel like my least favorite one is gonna end up being Bugs of this season. I've watched it once. Like, I have not rewatched it other than the first time I watched it. I don't like Bugs. I don't like Bugs in general. Not, like, just the episode. I don't like Bugs as, like, I don't like them around me. They freak me out. Yeah, no, just bad. No. Anyway. Also, yeah, the whole scene with the bees, where they got stung a million times, then you couldn't see them, and then they had to CGI them in. I remember when 911 was doing the bee NATO and everyone was talking about how, like, mentioning things that happened on the Supernatural set, but they were saying, like, it without any context, and people were like, what the fuck are you people talking about? What do you mean using real bees? and having to CGI them in afterwards after they got stung 8 billion times. People being like, yeah, so that actually happened in the show Supernatural. Yeah. Resuming.
Hey, Sam. Yeah. It's gotta be like, what, 600 years back?
I remember that. I remember when the show was still going on, seeing a meme of someone saying, you know, my theory is that the reason that all this insane shit keeps happening to them is because they have bad luck from breaking all of these mirrors. Which is a fair headcanon. I'd believe it.
Sometimes bad things just happen.
I've been traveling, but I don't know where. I've been missing you.
It's good advice.
And that was season 1, episode 6. It's 5. No, that's 5. I know what I'm doing. I know what episode this was. That was season 1, episode 5 of 9. I almost said 911 again. Oh my god, that was season 5, episode 5. Season 1, episode 5 of Supernatural. Yeah, like I said, this is probably my least favorite of the episodes I've rewatched in this season so far. I know 100% that Bugs is gonna beat that as soon as I watch it. It's still a really good episode, though, even with the fact that it's, like, I liked the last 4 a lot better than this one. It could also be that it's, like, almost 11 p.m. and this is the second video I filmed today, but, like, you know, I filmed yesterday's video and still really liked it, even after the hellscape that was having to take, like, 4 hours, or, no, more like, yeah, like, 6. Like, I think it was, no, words. I think it was like 5.5 hours it took from when I started setting up to when I was done recording. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident saying it's a good episode. Not my favorite, though. Also, I don't know, in it, it's like, I get that them helping out this teenager was, like, not bad, but it felt weird the whole time I was watching it. I was like, I don't know, these 2 grown men just hanging out with this kid the whole time. I don't know. But, like, it wasn't, like, they were fine, but it was the whole time, but it was still a little bit weird. And yeah, just the whole thing, and I'm freaked out because of the mirror and everything. Good episode, not my favorite of the one, probably my least favorite of all the ones I've watched so far, but still good. I still love the cinematography in it and all of it, and just everything that goes into how they filmed these supernatural creatures. I still love Dean. Dean is still really fucking funny. This is a good one for Sam development. The reveal of Sam having visions of Jess dying the way that she ended up actually dying was really good. The bleeding from the eyes was... But yeah, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you when I see you.